fitness friends, welcome to my mat, my world. We are doing a stretch today, so we will start out on our back. There is no warm up or cool down in this routine. So if you would meet me on your back, roll down all the way, release the fingertips overhead, push away and relax, and push away and relax. One more time, push away and relax, bringing the knees into the chest, rocking left and right. And take those knees together and circle. And reverse. And releasing the knees away. And again, circle. And reverse. So pulling those knees apart, closing your eyes, enjoying that nice little stretch. Toes to the sky, point and flex. And when you're ready, flex and hold. Oh, feel that stretch down the back of the legs and release. And flex again, feeling the stretch. And release. And one more time, flex. And release, bringing those heels down. Move the arms out to T and let the knees roll to one side. So we are keeping the feet on the floor on this one, turning the head the opposite direction of the knees. And relax and breathe right here. We're trying to keep both shoulders off on the floor. So if to keep your shoulders on the floor you need to be right here, then leave your knees out to the side, maybe not touching the floor to keep your shoulders down, because it is a stretch for the whole body. And relax, moving to the other side, turning your head in the opposite way of the knees. You'll find one side might be a little tighter than the other. And breathe. Bringing the knees to neutral. Toes move to the sky once again, point and flex. This time we're going to open the legs for straddle, so open it up. And from right here you can place your hands on the inner thighs if you like. You're not pulling, you're just laying the hands there, letting the elbows relax. Circle your feet if you like. And keep breathing and reverse that circle. Feel all my little joints popping. And taking those toes to the top again. Hands down by the hips or out to T, and we are going to circle those feet. They are together at this point. And reverse your circle. Feel the bones in that little, the sacrum. Feel all those little bones touching the mat. And stopping that circle, point and flex again. Bringing the feet down. Heels in close to the glutes. Press the belly up to the sky. When you're ready, the glutes come down, the fingertips move overhead. Exhale, push the glutes up, moving the hands toward the hips. Inhale, everything moves to the floor. And exhale. And one more time. Exhale. Bringing the hips down. Take one toe up to the sky. We're bringing the shoulders off the floor. So you have a little crunch in the core. If you want to, if you can grab your foot, you can flex, feeling the stretch all the way down the back of the leg. If that's not comfortable, Take the shoulders to the floor and relax, bringing the knee a little closer to the face. If you need a bigger stretch, you can stretch the other foot down the mat. And relax, moving to the other side, doing whatever feels good for you. Now maybe a straight leg doesn't work for you. Maybe it's better for you to just take the back of the leg, moving the fingertips around the hamstring and making your stretch that way. Point and flex if you like, feeling the activation of the muscles in the flex position. Sometimes we can reach kind of high, sometimes we can't, sometimes it's right back here. Relax, moving the feet to butterfly, letting the hips open, knees move out to the side, relax and breathe. Your spine is going to have a little curve in it, a little arch, so it will not be touching the floor completely. Relax and enjoy the stretch across the chest. Relax, enjoy the stretch in the inner thighs. When you're ready, bringing the knees together. Stretch one down the mat, bring the other one in. You can hold on top of the shin, or you can hold behind the leg, the hamstring. If it feels okay, you can straighten the leg. We are moving over the side. Now, trying to keep your shoulders on the floor. This is about as far as I can go. I can really feel the stretch down the side of my leg. If that's a little too much, bend the leg and then take the knee over the side, trying to keep the shoulders on the floor once again. So feel which one works for you. Whew, that's pretty tight. I like to feel the tension and then back it off. That's up to you. Whew. And bringing it back and moving to the other side. Same thing, bent knee or not. You can try it with the straight leg first, or maybe you want to try it with the bent leg first. It's your choice. Whew. My shoulders are trying to come off the floor, so I'm trying to push it back down. And relax, coming to neutral. Bring those knees into the chest and find your happy baby. So pull the knees apart. You can reach up, grab the instep of the foot, pulling the knees a little closer to the floor, or wrapping the hands around the hamstring, doing the same thing. Relax and breathe. So you can flex the feet or you can let them go neutral. What works for you? I like flexed. I feel like I'm getting a bigger stretch when I'm flexed. Releasing the pose. We are rocking up to boat sit, but first bring the shoulders off the floor, pressing the full spine or the low back into the floor, and then coming up for your boat pose. If you like, hands can be right back here. Hands can be on the hamstrings, or you can take them off completely if you want a little more. Lengthen the legs. And release. Moving to staff pose. So legs down the mat, bringing the fingertips up to the sky. Flex your feet if you like, or relax, your choice. And when you're ready, releasing the pose, coming forward just a little bit. Wherever your stretch allows you to go, don't force this. You can look down towards your knees, or you can look out towards your toes. Feel the stretch all the way down the back of the legs, up into the spine. Relax and breathe. And release the pose. Bringing one leg in and crossing it over if that feels okay. If not, you're going to come into the inner thigh. When you're ready, twist toward that leg. So my left knee is up, my left hand is touching that left foot. Sit up nice and tall, push the other hand back, and open that chest a little bit more. Release the pose, leaving the knee up. We're taking that foot and we were drawing it to the sky. If that is not good, you will take the calf or the hamstring. And relax the pose, moving to the other side, so crossing over or not. Right knee is up, right hand touches the foot. Push the left hand back, looking as far as you can. Sitting up nice and tall. And breathing at the same time. Release the arms. Take the foot to the sky. Once again, backing those hands down the leg, finding where you are comfortable. Releasing the pose. Moving to a diamond pose. So our feet are down the mat just a little bit. It's a little like butterfly, stretching forward. You can relax completely in this pose, or you can stay up. Now, I have a little catch in my hip that doesn't allow me to go forward. So I'm going to pull that up and then let it rest and then move into the stretch. It seems to release that little catch that I get. In this one, you can grab the ankles and pull forward a little bit, pulling the chest through the arms, or you can round and roll down, stretching and relaxing. If you have the flexibility, you can take the hands underneath the legs and relax right here, or come into tortoise pose, taking the hands behind and coming down to that pose. Whichever feels good for you. And coming out. Let's make a little twist right here. So sit up nice and tall, open the chest, looking back as far as you can. And relax, turning the other direction. Same thing. And breathe. Releasing the pose. We are moving to the side. In this one, you can stay up on the elbow if you like, or you can take it all the way down. I'm going to start out this way so you can kind of see what we're doing. So let's do a quad stretch. If you were going to come all the way down, I would want you to come down here with your head resting on your forearm and not this pose, okay? So if you are all the way down, you are down here. I'm going to come back up. Open the chest. And when you're ready, we're going to roll the hips back a little bit, taking the foot to the sky. So if you are all the way down, it's the same thing. Press out of that shoulder. Don't hang down in here. Press out of that shoulder. And then we are laying that foot to the front. So bring it around to the front. If you want, you can stretch into it and really press. Or you can bend that knee and make it a little less intense. Coming up. And when you're ready, I am flipping sides, but you can do the other side if you like. Staying up, just like we did before, quad stretch, or coming all the way down. Opening the chest. And breathe. Rolling the hips back a little bit, toe to the sky. Same thing, stay up in that shoulder. Don't sink into it, stay up. And of course, if you can't reach the toe, you're going to reach wherever you can. Maybe you can take your arm clear around. Up to you. Just be careful that you're up in that shoulder and your head is out. When you're ready, we are coming forward. Bring that foot forward. Coming into a little bit of a stretch or a split. Relax and breathe. Coming out of that pose, bringing it back. Coming up to an elbow. Again, we are going to stay on this side because we will eventually go to the other side. We have pushed the hips up. You can leave your hand right here if you like. Go ahead, raise that outside leg. It may not feel good, so restack, feel it. What's it feel like? Maybe it doesn't feel good at all. Maybe you need to stay right in here. That's okay. The only thing we're doing is raising that leg. You can raise the arm if you like. Take it all the way over for a stretch. So it works the same way if the toe is down. Okay? I'm bringing it down. This is another one of those, if you didn't want to stay on the elbow, you could move all the way to the floor. But like I said, just make sure you don't have your hand and you're not cranking your neck around, okay? I have one side that's feeling a little bit better than the other, and you may be feeling the same thing. Coming down and moving to hands and knees or push-up position, knees down. We are holding right here, so if you need to, move to the plank, or move to fists. Our glutes are out just a little bit, and moving to a child's pose. When you are ready, coming up, bringing one knee forward. We're just going to stay right here. So we're going to stay on top of it just a little bit. Dig the toe in the back, and we are pressing into the back heel. So if you want, you can move your hands a little forward to get a little more pressure. Stretching the back of the legs again. And breathe. You're looking at the top of your mat right here. So we're not looking across the room. We are keeping our head in line with the spine. And release, moving to the other side. Press into the heel. It might feel a little different here. You may have to readjust. And release that pose. Coming to hands and knees. We are moving to cat-cow, so exhale, push that belly up to the sky. And inhale the belly down. Look across the room if you can. Exhale, pushing up. And inhale, coming down. When you're ready, bringing the right knee forward and moving to pigeon pose. So settle down into that pose. You can stay right up here, looking across the room, sitting up nice and tall, trying to keep this hip a little closer to the floor. So always not rolling out of it, but always pushing that hip down. If you're more comfortable, you can take this pose all the way to the floor, coming to elbows, or coming all the way down, forehead to the floor, whichever works for you. Releasing the pose. Now, you can get a little extra quad stretch here if you want to reach back and get that heel. Either hand will work. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can come to a twist right here. And release, moving to the other side. So coming up, bringing the other knee forward. Pigeon pose. Once again, be aware of what your, since my left knee is forward, I'm trying to press my right hip down. Looking across the room, going down if you like in this pose. Finding a twist if you want, or grabbing the heel for that quad stretch. Remember when we did that? I'm pretty tight back there. And release, coming up. Bringing the right foot forward. We are moving to a soft lunge. So our knee is over the ankle, our hips are forward, and we're stretching the hip flexor or the psoas. If you like, you can bring the hands around to the back, stretching the chest open. Releasing the pose and straightening the front leg, coming down for a modified pyramid pose. Release the pose, bringing the other foot forward for a soft lunge. Find the knee over the ankle. Keep adjusting this pose. Once again, if you like, moving the chest open. Release, straightening your front leg. You can leave the toe down, or you can flex, your choice, moving the hands wherever you might feel good. It just depends. What do you need today? Release, and moving around to a comfortable seated pose. I hope you enjoyed today's stretch. When you're ready, inhale all the way up. And exhale, leaning to the side. Stretch along the side of the body, opening up. Inhale and exhale, other side. And last one, inhale to the top and exhaling to that heart center. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.